Life is not just shaped by what you see, but how you see. Money is the object, and money doesn't change. We have evil. We have freedom. We have stress. And we have opportunity. One person looks at money as stressful. Another person looks at the same thing as freedom. Another person looks at money as evil. Another person looks at money as opportunity. The same object, but different perspectives, different interpretation. Life is not just shaped by what you see, but how you see it. What gets people to see the same thing, but get different perspectives? Perspective flows from your philosophy. That's the mind. This is why the Bible emphasizes renewing the mind intentionally. Renew the mind, renew the mind, renew the mind, renew the mind, renew the mind. Because he said his people will perish because of lack of knowledge. Now that tells me that if I don't want to perish, if I don't want to lack in any arena, any area in my life, I need new knowledge. I need to renew my mind and consume things that will allow me to have a healthy perspective. Trust me, I have conversations with people, and when we discuss finances, their perspective on money is mind-blowing. You'll be like, why do you look at money like that? And if you look at certain things in an unhealthy way, you will remain lacking. You will remain lacking. Me, I'm not going to look at money as stressful or evil. You'd be crazy out your mind. But perspective sits on top of philosophy, like a house sits on foundation. See, when you begin to build a house, it lays down the foundation first. Then it builds on top of the foundation. So your philosophy is the foundation of your perspective. So what you build on top of your philosophy, the books you listen to, the books you read, the conversations you have, the music you listen to, that builds your perspective. Then what perspective you have, if it's healthy or unhealthy, that's how you're going to interpret life. That's how you are going to interpret situations and opportunities. Romans 12, verse 2 says, "And be not conformed to this world." That word conform is very important. Conform means to be fashioned after, to be, shaped after. And he's saying, don't let the world fashion you or shape you after it. It's like a cookie cutter. Have you seen a cookie cutter? A cookie cutter has different shapes. A triangle shape, a circle shape, a square shape. These different shapes these cookie cutters have. And you take the cookie cutter and you press it down on the dough. Then as you pressing down, you're twisting it. You're forming it into the shape of the cookie cutter. And you have to ask yourself, is the world shaping me and forming me to view it the way that they view certain things? But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. The reason people see differently in the world is not because of the world, it's because of their mind. And science and scripture agrees on this. Scripture says, renew your mind. Science tells us that our lives are always moving in the direction of our strongest thoughts. So if your thoughts is negative, your life is going to move towards negative outcomes. If your life is positive and your thoughts are positive, your life is going to move towards positive outcomes. But science says it's two ways you can change and rewire your brain. It's based on two things: intentional activities. What does that look like, Stephen? Intentional activities. For me, I used to read books. I still do. Get up every morning, read a book. I prayed, I meditated. But reading the book, that built a habit. I did it one day, it led to 2 days. 2 days led to 3 days. 3 days led to 4 days. That's intentional activities. Then what you do with intentional, it leads to habits. What you are doing right now, you are creating a habit. Ask yourself questions. What am I feeding my mind daily? Think about it. What am I feeding my mind daily? Who and what is shaping my thinking? Who and what is shaping my thinking? I listen to Miles Monroe, Myron Golden, Jim Rohn, Tony Gaskins. I listened to these guys. But before I listened to them, I had to see what their foundation is built on. I had to understand the values, the beliefs, the moral standards that they believe before I can understand the teaching that they are teaching. A lot of us, we listen to people, but we don't fully understand what they truly believe. Understand someone, know someone before you listen to them. You see this a lot. Ball players, celebrities, actors. They have fans, they have supporters, but the fans, the supporters, or whatever you want to call them, they support them based on their talent, based on their skills. But they don't understand the morals, the values that they believe in. So when one of their favorite actors or singers get exposed by the news channel and say, hey, this actor had done this and said this, Now the fans are in disbelief. Like, how could you? We've been supporting you this whole time, and you think like this and you act like this? That's your fault. Understand people's foundation, what they believe in. Are my current inputs producing healthy perspective? Are my current inputs producing healthy perspectives? I ask myself that question all the time. I kid you not. Conversation that I have, or even when I'm with friends and I leave the event that we're at, and I ask myself, what did I consume? Was that a healthy conversation that we had? What did I learn from this? Because everything that you are doing in life should be intentional. Everything. Do I need to renew what I consume? Ask yourself these questions. If you want to change how you see, change what you feed your mind. New information creates new thinking. New thinking creates new perspective. And the new perspective creates a new life. Perspective doesn't start with your eyes. It starts with your philosophy. That is so good. Train your eyes. Train your mind. If you train your mind and feed your mind with the right things, I guarantee you, your perspective on life will become healthy. Then once your perspective becomes healthy, you will look at every opportunity, every situation as an opportunity for you to serve others, to teach others, to create a fortune. Develop a healthy philosophy. Peace out.